Hi, this is Mike at Triple Water Astrology. This podcast deals with a very important question in astrology, and it deals with the future. And specifically, I ask, is the future fated or flexible? So do we really control our destinies, or are our destinies preset? I can't give a definitive answer to this question, but I can certainly tell you what my thoughts are about it and what I've experienced. So, when you're an astrologer, you must be able to competently see future possibilities. So to do this, astrologers use the astrological chart. The horoscope is simply a model of the heavens. And what's so fantastic about this model is that not only can we look at it in real time in the present or look back in the past, but perhaps most importantly, we can forecast, look at a chart in the future, so we can see any future point in time and make inferences about it. So we can make inferences about an individual's state of being in the future or predict mundane events. I've thought that astrology is a strange mix of fate and free will. So, my current understanding of the future is that our destinies as individuals have already been decided, but how we arrive at that destination can vary widely. So, it's a question of how much control we have over our fate. So, if you consider a travel analogy, suppose that your life can be analogized to traveling from a starting destination like New York City and an ending destination like Los Angeles. And there are many, many ways and many routes you could choose to take from New York to Los Angeles. What kind of transportation are you going to use? Are you going to buy a first-class plane ticket? Or are you going to do something like hitchhiking? Each has its advantages and disadvantages. You'll probably learn much more and have many more adventures along the way if you hitchhike. But if you travel in first class, you're going to be quite comfortable and be very assured that you're going to have a smooth ride. So if you care to carry the analogy further, it's quite possible you could do something like completely travel by water. So that creates interesting possibilities in and of itself. Are you going to go all the way around South America to arrive at the other end of the continent in Los Angeles? And you could probably imagine many more ways that you could arrive. You could take a combination of automobile, train, plane, and boat across the United States. You could even go through Mexico or Canada if you cared to take a less direct route. So anyway, that experience is what differs. The end point is the same. So we could say that I believe we could say the same thing about our destinies and our fate, our kismet. So in a way, practicing astrology and looking at the charts is like looking into the mind of God. Of course, no human being can come close to truly understanding such a concept or being able to use more than an infinitesimal fraction of it. But we can still use that model of the heavens. I like using the North Node as an obvious way to understand the future, so that can certainly be a starting point in prediction. You can consider where your North Node is. My North Node is in early Capricorn, Saturn sign. So it's very earthy, and there's a lot of karma behind that. So Mercury could be another way of looking at past, present, and future. The more esoteric interpretation and symbolism of Mercury is past, present, and future. So I like considering Mercury, which you may first not expect or suspect, to make inferences about the future or know something about the future. Uranus and Neptune can also be very futuristic in their own ways. More generally, what I look at is progressions, which is life's current conditions, and transits, which are triggers and activators, as the keys to uncovering future trends. So the astrologer can look at these charts at any point in the future. And for those who have an interest in learning more about astrology and you haven't heard about it or heard much about it, the natal promise combined with progressions and transits forms a triwheel, and that's what I like to use as a basis for predicting future trends. Please like my video and subscribe to my channel, and see you next time.